Chapel.
I just gotta let you know that girl, you mean the world to me. I just gotta let you know that you the only woman for me.
Welcome back to Ray's Image.
It's your girl Ray, so.
Yes, the beautiful Ray Soul. And it's your boy Image. You know, got the messy hair, whatever, I'm tired.
We chilling, guys.
Today we are going to do the, what do you call it? The land?
Today we're going to play the Skin Deep cards.
I said the land and there's no L in it. Okay.
And it's called the And.
And we're doing the couples edition.
You want to show 'em?
Couple.
Yeah. So my sister actually got me the couples edition, the stranger edition, and the family edition. But the link will be below for all the editions. They have couple, strangers, like best friends, family, co-worker. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we're gonna start on the couples one for you guys tonight. But before we do that, can you guys go ahead and subscribe if you have not already? If you've already subscribed, thank you for sticking with us and supporting us. Also, like this video if you have ever seen the Skin Deep or the And cards played on YouTube at all. Like, honestly, I love watching their videos. They're amazing, and it's such a great way to connect and communicate. Go ahead and also share this video, and we're gonna get straight into it right now. As follows is basically the way that the game tells you to play. For the first, 30 seconds, we have to relax and look at one another.
We're doing 6 cards each because the box says choose 12. We don't want this video to be super long.
It's gonna be a very long video if we do 12. We just went ahead and picked out 6 random cards. We don't know what they say.
You first.
Okay. What makes you most comfortable in your body?
What makes me comfortable in my body?
What makes you most comfortable in your body?
My personality. That makes me more comfortable. Yeah, my personality.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. What's your ideal retirement lifestyle?
My ideal retirement lifestyle would be retirement. It would be basically me and you making, having at least 5 or 6 different incomes coming in a way where we're the boss and we don't have to make direct moves in the front, just make behind the scenes moves, and we have people working for us to make us money. And we have like a condo in Florida, and then we probably have like a condo in like Atlanta or California, and we could just be in either one of those places. But I also want some property in Africa, which is why I want to move there and look at some property over there. So it would be really nice if we had like maybe 3 or 4 different places we could call home if we ever needed to go somewhere to help somebody in that location.
Okay. Your point.
What would you want me to do in the bed that I don't currently do?
I would say cuddle more, because sometimes I'm the little spoon. You know, I'm 6'3" and she's 5. I like being the little spoon sometimes. I like being the little
I got
spoon.
you, babe. I got you.
It's like when we cuddle, she gets like sweaty in 2 seconds. So it's
because, you know, men generate more body heat than women do. So it's like he could be fine and I'm like over there about to have a heat stroke because he's making me hot. And so I'm like, okay, I have to like my skin contact, like in between is sweating. I have to like stop touching you.
Yeah, that's just cuddle sport.
Okay, I got you, baby.
How do you think my early childhood has affected our relationship? My early childhood affecting our relationship.
I think because you moved around so much and because you didn't have such a stable home life, that I'm gonna put this in a good way. So in a good way, you were with older people, like your family members and then like some friends and stuff. And I feel like you were kind of raised by older people. So in a way, you're old school, and like I like that old school about you, because I feel like old school love is definitely different from new school love. You know, there's more respect in the relationship. Yeah, I think that's what I want to say.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very old school.
What was the proudest moment between us?
Between us?
Yeah, that we have had. The proudest moment.
The proudest moments. I would say moving in together. Like, now that had to be, like, for real. Because moving in, I had no knowledge of, like, apartments and actual bills and stuff like that. But she had that knowledge before we started moving in, and then she taught me these things. So that yeah, I like the way how she was teaching me the responsibility of the adulthood when we moved in together.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn here. Okay. It says, how have I changed since we first met? What do you miss about me?
How have you changed since we first met? You become a lot more responsible, a lot more, I feel like, aware of life. I feel like you had a sense of awareness of life, but like I feel like you're more in touch with like the important things in life now. I feel like you've also developed a better source of communication. And what do I miss? I mean, I love the man that you've grown into now. I fell in love with you way back when we first met. I'm still in love with you. I'm still falling in love with you even more every single day. So it's like the man that you are now is better than what you were before, but you were still really good. You know what I'm saying? You were still a great man when I first met you. So, I mean, I don't really know if I have anything that I miss, because you've gotten better. You know what I mean? Like, it's just for the better. It's like if you ask me, do you miss how I used to be in college? You didn't even know me in college. And it's like, I was reckless. I was like, I'm better now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do miss dancing, seeing you dance. I think you danced a lot more when I first met you. So I guess that could be something.
Okay.
I miss seeing you dance.
Wow.
It says, how can I be a better parent? But I don't have kids. Well, I have god kids, but...
I mean...
What do you mean?
You, like, Ray is very mother-like. Like,
I'm a whole mother, y'all. Like,
she's a mother without the kid.
Yeah.
Like, she's very caring, and like, she would do everything a mom would do for anybody. For anybody.
Like, if you're sick, I'll be trying to like fix it. Like, if you have problems, I'll be trying to give you a solution. Like, like you said, I'm a mother without the kids. But I have god kids, but it's like still, I don't have kids of my own. Obviously, that's always going to be different when you have kids of your own because you can't give them to nobody really. But yeah, okay. New card. Do you really think will last? Why or why not?
Yes. What kind of yes? Yes, I believe we will last. The way that we build on each other and we like our communication and the way that we connect is on a whole different level. Like especially like spiritually, like we gotta keep God in our relationship, and we do keep God in our relationship, and that's how we become stronger.
Yeah.
Yes, and plus we still haven't had an argument yet. So. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I believe we will last.
Yeah, like my relationship with you reminds me a lot of like my parents' relationship. Not saying it's the same exact way, but I see a lot of the things that we do is the same things that my parents do. And then I've also in a way learned from my parents, because that's what you do as a child, you learn from your parents. But I've also learned from my parents, and I see ways where I can better our relationship, and I want to do that. And I just feel like the love that we have between each other and the bond that we have is different. Like, I know you can look at our bond and our love compared to like some of these other people out here, and you just look like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Image have a completely different type of love and bond for each other. Like, it's so raw, and it's so like I want to do nothing but love him, and he wants to do nothing but love me. And like, we never get on each other's nerves on purpose. We never like start arguing on purpose. Like, we just do things that I think we take pride in making each other feel good. You know? Like, I always want to make you feel good, and I think you always want to make me feel good.
Yeah, I want to see you happy. I love making you smile. I love seeing your smile.
I love seeing his smile. He got the biggest smile. Like,
no, I don't.
Yes, you. You see his smile? How does he not have the, okay.
No, I don't.
I love your big smile.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's something that I always look forward to seeing.
Alright, it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. When was the last time I misunderstood you, and how do you feel about it now?
The last time you misunderstood me. When do you think the last time was that you misunderstood me?
I don't remember.
The last time that I said something and it came off the wrong way to you, and then I had to re-explain myself, and then you understood.
I don't remember. But you just explain, even if I don't. Like, if I do understand, you just explain.
You don't remember a time where I explained something or I said something and you didn't get it? You didn't understand it?
Not that I can think of.
What about the whole situation? That situation. Did you understand that?
Yeah.
When I first said it?
Yes.
Last time for real that you misunderstood what I was conveying was when I was in the kitchen. I was venting. Remember? And then...
When you was crying?
Yeah. I think you misunderstood that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Most likely.
That was the last time that you really misunderstood me.
Yeah, but you just crying.
I was venting, and I was just saying how I felt, but I think you took it in a way of like, what I'm doing is not enough.
Yeah, but like when you did that, I thought it was something I did wrong that made you feel that way.
No. It's like collectively, I feel like we both needed to do better with communicating and like just being there for each other spiritually, everything, because that's really important. You know, I feel like one of the reasons why our relationship has gotten this far is because God has been in our relationship. You know what I mean? There's been plenty of times where I could have left or you could have left. But because God is love and love is in our heart, you know what I mean? He kept us together. So if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here. And I think that whole conversation, that whole me venting in the kitchen was like, together, I want us to give him more credit. I want to acknowledge him more in our relationship. And since then, I feel like we have slowly. We could use some more work though.
Your tone.
All right. Do you ever get jealous of my success?
Nope. No, I don't get jealous. I don't get jealous, period.
You've never been jealous before?
There's no point in being jealous. Like there's no reason. If you are jealous in a relationship, don't be in a relationship, because that will cause problems. Like that's like, in a way, like I'm jealous and you have guy friends, and I tell you like I'm jealous of your guy friends. Like, why you have guy friends? That's like
your insecurity,
and that's like you said, I don't want you talking to no guys when you're in a relationship with me. That's kind of controlling. It's a bit like if the guy is jealous of his girl having male friends and vice versa, that's not a good relationship. And like the relationship nowadays is like people want like controlling or jealousy in the relationships, but that's not something you should seek out. You should seek out somebody that trusts you and you trust yourself, so you wouldn't have this kind of insecurity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think being jealous in a relationship is a flaw.
Yeah.
A flaw that can hinder the relationship. Your turn.
Okay, what was it?
What was it?
Okay, what was the last trip that connected us the best and why?
Trip.
That's what I said. What I said?
Sound like you said chip. Like a chip that you eat.
What was the last trip?
Trip.
Yes.
That what?
Connected us the best and why?
We haven't had many trips together, but I think it was a good experience when you met my family. I mean, you and Prime took that road trip from Atlanta down to Orlando. And you met my family before I met yours.
Yeah.
Like extended family.
And I think our first trip was really good.
Which one?
That was when I first went to Europe. The first time we was on set for a fitting, and then my brother dropped me off, and I went to her place when she was living in Savannah for the weekend.
You like that trip?
Yeah, I enjoyed it because it's like we connected also.
Yeah, that was a good trip too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got to know each other a lot on that first trip.
That was really good. I think I went family first because, you know, my family means a lot to me. Yeah. I know you don't really know my family that much, so it's like my connection with my family, you're not going to feel the same thing until you get to know them more. Yeah. But I think you will like my family. And I would like for you to be more present and like ask questions about them whenever they're in the room, and maybe ask them questions about me, like, instead of like just being on the phone.
I understand.
Yeah. But I did like both of those trips. Those were really good trips. All right, this is my last card. What do you think you missed out on while being in this relationship?
What do I think I missed out on?
Yeah, like if you wasn't with me, what would you have been doing? Like, do you think you missed out on it, or you think it was like worth being with me?
It's worth, like, I was going, like, to be honest, I was going to give up on relationships for a while. Like, I was not going to look for a relationship. That was my plan before I met Ray. And Ray changed the whole perspective on it.
So if you didn't...
I would have just been single and do whatever I wanted.
Do you think you would have found another girl like me?
What kind of question is that? what kind of question? No, out of all the women that I've met, none of them were like you. Yeah. Okay, last card.
Last question.
What do you think is the next step in our relationship?